Heavy shelling has been heard in the rebel-held Ukrainian city of Donetsk as a Russian convoy approaches the Ukrainian border. Initial reports say people poured out of offices in the center of the city after an evacuation warning sounded. Donetsk has been surrounded for several weeks by Ukrainian forces battling pro-Russian rebels. Meanwhile, more than 100 lorries carrying Russian aid are approaching a rebel-controlled border crossing. There is continuing confusion over their final destination. Russia has dismissed as absurd claims that its convoy is a pretext to send military supplies to the rebels. The situation is reported to be desperate in the rebel-held city of Luhansk, where civilians have been short of water, food and electricity for more than a week. Phone lines are also down as shelling continues. But Ukraine has said the Russian convoy must be inspected by international monitors before it can be let in. Also on Thursday, Russian President Vladimir Putin is visiting Crimea, where he has announced that he has approved a defense ministry plan to set up a Russian military task force in Crimea. But he says the task force will not be excessive, Reuters reports. Russia annexed the territory from Ukraine in March, in a move that drew international condemnation. Fighting in eastern Ukraine has intensified in recent weeks, with the UN saying there has been a spike in the number of deaths. Some 2,086 people have been killed since the conflict began in mid-April, and more than half of them died in the past 2 weeks, the UN said. The violence began when pro-Russian rebels seized government buildings and tried to declare independence. The military launched an operation to retake the east, and stepped up its activity.